it, which was driving me crazy. So I bought my own, and now I know why. But I used to have this game. I rebought it. Didn't think much of it at first. Final Fantasy VIII. This is a really good game, though. Great story, although it's a love story. But who doesn't love those once in a while, in RPGs? This is a really good game. Great system. It's different than the other Final Fantasies. You get summons just like in the other Final Fantasies, but with this game, you actually make money. You do tests and stuff like a seed test, because that's what your group is. You're basically part of seed, not at first, but you on the third or fourth mission you end up being a seed member, and then the actions you do, the tests you take, and you level up, make more money. But yeah, this is a really good game. I definitely recommend this. I have beaten it a couple times. It's that good of a game. There's many side quests, many summons and stuff, extra summons to get. Also on this Final Fantasy VII, there's extra summons and stuff to get, like the Knights of the Round, which is the best materia. Of course, you need a gold chocobo, and you need to do some chocobo breeding side quest stuff on there as well. Great games. These are my favorite. Now comes, you wouldn't really expect this to be my favorite because I'm really into RPGs. This game at first, Shadow Man, fell in love with this game after the 5th time of playing it. Great story, great graphics. It's a shooter. It's not like your Halo and stuff like that. Halo is a really good game, by the way, one of my favorites. But this is a shooter. You're basically saving destruction, the end of the world. But you're Mike Leroy, I think that's how you say his last name, and a voodoo queen or princess ends up knitting the Mask of Shadows into you, and you can pass from the real world to the dead world, which is dead side, and you basically have to collect these dark souls, as many of them as you can, and beat the last boss. Your brother died, as you think, and it's a great game. Uh, he thinks his brother's still alive. That's why he wants to go back into Dead Side and try to rescue his brother. Great game. At first, it scared the living hell out of me, to be honest with you. When I first played this on N64, because I had the N64 version, I have the PC version of this as well. That has way better stuff than this. But scared the hell out of me. I did not frickin' beat the 3rd level in because I couldn't play it. It scared the hell out of me, but now I love it. It's a great game. Highly recommended. That's the end of my PlayStation 1 games. Now it goes to my PlayStation 3. This is where I got most of them. I'm going to start with this game. Bought this off of GameFly. They're great, by the way. I love GameFly. GameStop is good too. But Tomb Raider trilogy. I'm a fan of the Tomb Raider games. This has Tomb Raider Legend, Tomb Raider Anniversary, and Underworld, which reason why I got it was Underworld, because I never played it. And I've beaten Underworld. Great game, great exploration, everything, story. Tomb Raider Anniversary, great game. It's like sort of like a copy of the first one. Better graphics though. Tomb Raider Legend, great game, great story, everything. Great package. I love this trilogy. I've only beat Underworld. I'm working on Legend and Anniversary. I will beat those. Next game I really wanted to get, because I love the franchise, Star Ocean: The Last Hope. Great RPG. I mean, this is a little bit different than my Star Ocean Till the End of Time, which I had for PS2. That is an awesome game. Long. This is a long one too. It seems like it's going to be. Great story. Everything you would expect in an RPG is on here. Leveling up system. There's more, you can create your own weapons and stuff, which is cool. I'm at the third or fourth dungeon on this, or cave or whatever. But awesome game, great story. I have not beat it yet. I will beat it hopefully soon. Now this game I've had mixed reviews on. Or I've heard mixed reviews on. It's called Nier. I think that's how you spell it or say it. At first, I got this from GameStop. I got this from GameStop too. But I got this from GameStop, and I just wanted to give it a shot. I like mature games, but I like teen ones as well, and everyone. But I thought this was an RPG game, and it does sort of match that capability. The story's really good. I mean, you start to really feel for him and his daughter and everything and stuff. She's plagued with a virus or something, and he's wanting to cure the virus. And you meet other characters as well through the game. This is a bizarre game with the bosses you fight, but it is a really, really good game. I've not beaten it yet, but I think I'm pretty close. Love this game. Next game, Enslaved. Great game. At first, when I played the demo, I fell in love with this game. There is anticipation throughout this whole game. You feel like you're basically in danger pretty much this whole game, which is awesome. And it involves you so much in this game with the characters, and you start to feel for them like my other games there. And I've beaten this game. It was hard, but I have beaten it, and I recommend this game to RPGers, any gamers really. This is a really good game. Next game, I would do reviews on basically what all my games are about, but I don't want to make a huge video. Maybe in the future, one by one, I'll say what each game is about in case people want to, make their own judgment and go out and buy the game. But next game, my first one I got from GameFly, or purchased. Well, no, yeah, purchased, because the first one I got was Final Fantasy, but I sent it back. But Splatterhouse. Now, this is your horror-esque type game. Completely gory. I mean, you rip arms off of enemies and beat them with them. But this is a really good game. Great story. He's saving his girlfriend because she got captured, and this mask ends up falling out of a mummy's tomb type thing, because they're in a exhibit, I think, in a castle, and it ends up possessing him and consuming him and helping him out throughout the game. You get powers, level up your abilities. Great game. I'm a fan of God of War. Love the God of War trilogy. I'm gonna get the God of War saga here soon, where it has all 5, and then I'm getting Ascension next year. But this is more of your God of War-esque type game. Huge fan of the Prince of Persia series, or franchise, so I got every one of them. Prince of Persia, which I had my doubts on at first because it didn't seem like your main Prince of Persia storyline type thing. It seemed more cartoony at first, but this is a really good game. I have not beaten it yet. I have not beaten this. I'm at the last boss, and he's harder than hell.